Hi there, Virendra dear here. Beloved friends, you know the destiny of a mankind is shaped by the vibrations of thoughts he chooses and encourages in his mind. That's why it is said, William Ernest Henley said, I am the master of my fate and I am the captain of my soul. And you must have heard, a man is literally what he thinks, his character being the complete sum of all his thoughts. Beloved friends, you shall be very curious to know what is thinking. Thinking is a natural process. Instinctively it comes to the mind like the tides keeps on coming on the ocean. Similarly, our mind is consisting of 100 billions and more cells, and these cells are coming in the form of an intricate and accurate machines which keeps on thinking. Vibrations, thought vibrations keep on emerging in that mind. And when we talk about thinking, then the wisdom lies here how to control the drifting mind. Now there are two possible ways you can control the drifting mind. One way is to allow only positive, creative, constructive thought to be retained in your mind. Another is you can allow all destructive, negative thoughts to dominate your mind. And to control such thoughts, you need some kind of technique. What we do in yoga by meditation, concentration, so on and so forth. That's why the yoga guru, he really defined how to control the mind. Chitta-vritti nirodha. Chitta-vritti nirodha. Yoga chitta-vritti nirodha. Means through yoga, you can really restrain the wavering, fluctuating nature of mind. It means to say, whenever there is positive thought is going to give you positive results, like helping, loving, caring, sharing, doing everything possible that first come in the mind, and then you act, and that by action you create the physical forms, that is the result. So the wise man always think positive. What I told you, a mind which is sowing the seed of all good things, truth, justice, peace, love and non-violence, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, health consciousness, success consciousness, a benevolent, philanthropic person, always understanding that the purpose of life is to serve the mankind, to help the mankind. Get it the man from all sorts of sorrows, grief, pain, by enlightening thoughts, by giving different kind of help, maybe monetary help, maybe psychological help, maybe medical help, and make the person come out from all these agony and torture and suffering, sorrow, grief and emergency. There is one way of thinking, that is positive thinking. So the wise man always give importance to these positive thinking, and thinking will shape his personality. He will become a really character person. So that is really the really attributes of great people. They think in great thoughts. Such thought vibrations will really regulate and control his personality. And beloved friends, there is the reverse of that. If the mind is uncontrolled, the mind does not distinguish between right and wrong, so there are a lot of chances that a lot of negative thoughts will also come to the mind. And negative thought is very dangerous. That negative thought will be selfishness thought, thought of greed, thought of hatred, thought of jealousy, thought of egotism. That is all poisonous, destructive, but it may be temporarily beneficial to the mind. Ultimately, the man has to pay the price for his thinking. Positive thinking bring positive results, negative thinking bring negative results. This was the quote by This great Norman Vincent Peale. Another great man, William James, the great psychologist, said, this is the greatest discovery of our generation, that a human being, by just altering his thought, can alter his complete life. This is the greatest secret of success. We become what we think about. We can progressively realize the worthy ideals of our life, but the ideal goals and purpose, destination, has to be very creative and very constructive. And that starts with sowing the seed of such great thoughts. One of the greatest philosopher, thinker, and author, Dr. Napoleon, he wrote his book Think and Grow Rich, where he is giving importance to the thinking. He said, truly thoughts are things and powerful things are that when they are mixed with definiteness of purpose, persistence and burning desire for their translation to riches or material objects. Means thoughts become things. If you have a burning desire, if you are dreaming lofty dreams, and these thoughts, vibrations are blended with belief and faith, they will take really the real forms. That's why one of the greatest philosophers said, that is Ralph Waldo Emerson, you decide, you give a concrete thought in your mind and dwell upon that thoughts permanently. The dominant thoughts of your mind will attract everything from the universe, and the universe will really conspire to see that your decision is taking a reality. You decide and universe conspire to make it happen. Beloved friends, that is really the power of thought. Power of thought has made great individuals like Abraham Lincoln. He thought of abolition of slavery. All mankind are created equal, and at the cost of his life also he realized that reality, no discrimination between black and white. Hitler thought of destroying the Jews and the communism, and he shed blood. He fought World War II, where he really massacred 6 million Jews. Means thought is very, very important. But one thing is also very strange. Majority of the people never use their mind. They work by instincts. They imitate and copy. Their mind is intact. This intricate and accurate machine had never been used. That's why they are conforming. They imitate and copy everybody. They are not original people. They are duplicates or Xerox machines and copiers. They can never have their own identity. They can never distinguish themselves. Gravitation was discovered by Newton, who thought new ideas by great observation. Einstein discovered theory of relativity. Steve Jobs gave us one of the best equipment, the Apples, all these iPod and so many other inventions. Thinking. Thinking is really trying to decipher, go deeper and penetrating and discovering the mystery of nature. Contemplating and thinking. Observation and watching, analyzing. That is really the truth, what I want to share with you. Think. And thinking, how can you think? Once you are very busy with lot of gossip and with your friends, the mind will never get an opportunity to dwell on something important. As did Buddha. He renounced the whole world. He went here and there everywhere, found nothing. Ultimately he started thinking, meditating. Meditation. He sat under the tree of banyan and people tree in Bodh Gaya, and there he got enlightenment. Means everything is the mind. That's why in Greek we say iduko, bring it out. This is the greatest treasure house of the minds, for all the wisdom are lying inside it. Discover it. When human race came to the planet Earth, it was just Earth with plants, birds and beasts. There were no civilization. There were no science and technology. There were no planes, no cars, no cell phones, nothing. But the human being discovered all the techniques, exploited the natural resources. From all the minerals, all these beautiful things were created. It's thinking. Thinking is taking full possession of your mind, controlling and directing towards a definite purpose and goal in your life. Decide now what kind of goal you want. A goal of progress, prosperity, happiness, joy, peace, harmony with the entire universe, or the vice reverse of it. Means destruction, massacre, killing, greed, hatred, cynicism. Mind will work both ways. Mind does not distinguish between right and wrong. Whatever seed of thought you are putting in the mind will sprout it, grow it in a beautiful flower. If you have sown the seed of mango, you will get mango tree and mango fruits. But if you have sown the seed of poisonous seed, that is called nightshade, or in Hindi we call something like babool, you will get thorny shrubs and poisonous shrubs. It is up to you. Yes, that's why you are the architect of your own fortune. By virtue of the thought you choose and encourage. Whatever you want, sow the seed of that thought and you are going to get the right fruit. Decide, act. The summary is, if you think negative, that is hatred, jealousy, cynicism, about anger, about ruining other peace of mind, you will become like that. But on the contrary, you think truth, justice, peace, love, non-violence, contentment, becoming one of the dominant person with tremendous ability of intellect, of your wealth, of your skill of all these beautiful things which can really make the world a better place to live. Where there is compassion, kindness, benevolent, living selflessly in the service of mankind, that is the real meaning of life. I thank you very much. This was just little beginning on thinking. Various chapters can be written. I thank you very much for watching the video. This video is dedicated in the honor of Dr. Ramana Rao sir, who inspires me to be a true servant of the mankind, wholeheartedly, passionately, without any anticipation, without any expectations. True service is selfless service. And the service to stimulate the intelligence of men and women, to let them know that they are maker of themselves by virtue of their own thinking. Good luck and thank you very much.